Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Steve. This is my wife, Lindsay, and today we're going to be reacting to the first UK autonomous bus service. I came across this video and I was sort of shocked to see this. You know, I know that there is something about Teslas and other electric vehicles that they have some sort of a self-driving mode or something. I don't know anything about it. I've never driven a Tesla. I don't know anybody who has a Tesla or any other electric vehicle. So I personally never had any experience with autonomous vehicles of any type.
So autonomous means self-driving?
That's what I'm guessing. That's why I was interested in checking this out, because, I mean, this is crazy. A bus service that is basically self-driving is just unheard of, in my opinion. I've never heard of this. And considering it says the first UK autonomous bus service, I'm guessing a lot of people in the UK probably haven't heard of this as well, because it's probably, you know, for a very small area to begin with. And then depending on how it goes, I'm guessing they'll span outwards.
I feel like I trust myself more than I trust technology.
I think we all do, though.
Yeah.
I think we all trust ourselves.
Human nature.
Right. Like, I trust myself more than I do a computer, but would I trust a computer more than some drivers?
Well,
probably.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Probably. But anyways, guys, I'm not exactly sure what to expect here, because like I said, this is the first I'm ever hearing about, you know, something like a bus being autonomous. I've heard of Teslas, like I said, but this is just very interesting, and I think this is going to be quite fascinating.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, enough rambling from us. Let's go ahead and dive in here and check out the first UK autonomous bus service.
Huh.
There is a guy driving this thing. So maybe because it's so new, they're still testing it out.
Yeah.
Electric bus zero emission.
Hello and welcome to a new video from Coach and Bus Week. Today we are at Milton Park in Oxfordshire on the launch week of the first autonomous bus in the UK.
All right, hold on, guys. Just want to see a little bit of this. The Me-Link bus service, electric bike, and journey planning have been delivered. First use of an electric autonomous bus to carry passengers UK. Wow, that's insane. The bus is 100% electric and emissions free. Service is available for anyone to use and is free to use.
What?
Oh, wow. Okay, guys, you normally pay for your bus service, I'm guessing. So this is free to use. I mean, because I guess because, you know, there is no petrol needed, and eventually there's going to be, they're not going to have drivers, I guess, or at least less drivers. They'll probably have to have maintenance drivers or something like that. But I'm guessing eventually the goal is to, in the years to come, eventually have a bunch of buses on the road that don't have drivers, which would be kind of freaky to see, in my opinion.
Yeah. A little unnerving.
If you're on the bus, welcome aboard. Enjoy the trip. If not, why not give it a try? Which is able to drive itself without human intervention.
Do you think that that is the goal, to do away with the drivers completely?
Well,
otherwise, what's the point?
I think eventually. I mean, I don't think in the next 5 years or anything, but I think, you know, in 20 years down the road, I think that is going to be a goal. I mean, think about it. Like, that's where all technology eventually goes. Technology, unfortunately, replaces certain jobs, and, you know, then certain jobs are created to take care of the new technology.
Yeah.
So you're going to have possibly driver jobs disappear, unfortunately, right? You're going to eventually, it's probably going to be a number of decades away, but eventually you're even going to have truck drivers, unfortunately, being replaced. And then we're going to have, you know, Tesla trucks. I've briefly seen them. I haven't really looked into them, but they're self-driving. And at first they're going to have like I think what we just saw with that guy, he's there to kind of just be a guide because this is new technology, but they're going through the phase of testing and experimentation with it. So, yeah, I mean, don't you think that's eventually where they're going to go? Who knows how long it'll be, but.
Which is operated by First Bus. Vehicle is a Mela Orion E, powered by fusion processing. We're just at the main stop here at B House.
Wonder how far it goes.
See the passengers have various bits of information about the service. Important question, will I be safe? Interesting read there.
You will know that there is always a safety driver on board in case a cow jumps in front of the bus, frogs fall from the sky, or a sinkhole appears in the road to take evasive action.
Wait, so the bus wouldn't do that on its own?
Yeah, that's interesting. Like,
I don't really understand the point of this if there's always going to be a driver.
yeah, I mean,
Because why not just have the driver drive? Like,
I
he's already sitting there.
I don't quite understand it. So, but that's wild. I mean, so we are looking, I think what it is, I really think that's what's going to be going on for a while, but I think eventually the goal is going to be to take the drivers away. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, what's, like you said, what's the point otherwise? If you're
Right.
always going to have a driver there forever, then what's the point in the fully autonomous bus in the first place?
I don't know.
because if the technology isn't able to avoid a cow jumping in the road, for example, then why would you want it to drive you in the first place?
Right.
Except unless this is the experimentation phase to where they're easing in this technology and over time, tweaking what's wrong and making it better and safer.
Vehicle operates every 15 minutes on service 001 with a couple of breaks built into the schedule. You can see the partners for the service there. Service operates Monday to Saturday, no Sunday service.
Looks like a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, it does. I don't know what this is right here.
The guy who's driving.
Yeah, he's driving. I know. I don't see the autonomous part yet. You got to think, if you were a bus driver, would you really want this technology to come along if that is your career?
True. Probably. I mean,
Just the same as if you're a truck driver and you understand it might be a decade or more before this gets fully initiated, but would you really want that technology? The bus is driven manually around the B House terminus area. Okay, maybe where there's a congregation of a lot of people, since the technology is still new,
they
maybe
don't trust.
yeah, maybe they just want to be sure they're safe, so they're
Okay.
that makes sense. So for now, I see the point in having the bus driver on here.
But he's kind of helping put himself out of a job.
That's what I'm saying. Like, probably not anytime soon.
No.
But there's going to come a time where. But what will probably happen with bus drivers? They would probably train to become the maintenance, workers on the buses,
Yeah.
and so forth.
Oh, this is automatic. Okay.
That would be such a weird
Oh, dude, that would
feeling,
be
like sitting in
freaky.
the driver's seat and like wanting to take over so bad.
That's
I wouldn't trust it. Like, it would just feel weird.
Yeah, me too. I don't trust that technology, probably because I haven't been around it.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Wait, the brakes? Well, I mean, it makes sense, right?
Okay, so it stops at a bus stop, and if nobody gets on,
He just takes off
what?
as the autonomous mode is activated. So it cuts off briefly when he's at the bus stop, I guess. Just to make sure it doesn't pull off when someone's getting in the door or something, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so freaky seeing that steering wheel turn by itself.
Beep. Bus drivers when they see
Oh, the one
the
of the
blurred
yeah.
pictures.
That was a funny compilation.
Oh, did it stop automatically for that guy, or did he do it?
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear a change in the beep. I hope that it stopped automatically, right?
Yeah, you would hope.
If the technology is planned on being used, I hope it has that ability, which I guess it does, because I mean, again, like, I'm guessing this is sort of like the self-driving technology with Tesla, right? And obviously that does have the ability to stop. I'll never get over what it's like to see people driving like on the left side of the road.
I know. Well, if you were around it long enough, I guess.
Of course. Just like, okay, now it's not in autonomous mode, I'm guessing. So, okay, speed limit, I guess. Which that's unique.
Yeah, being on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I like it though.
Yeah, that's cool.
If I don't press it, it will automatically go. But it will take time, so we will press it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no need to press it. There is a bus stop sign. If I don't press it, it will stop automatically.
Right. Okay.
If I press it, then it will move it.
Yeah.
Give the indicator and move it.
Wonder how it knows when. Like, are there sensors
Well, there
at the stop, or is there like an automatic?
No, there has to be sensors on the bus.
Anybody's coming.
Well, on the bus, yeah, but I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
does it just know the certain distance and it stops at that distance, or is there a transmitter or something?
It's running on a combination of sensors and GPS, I'm guessing. Again, I haven't really, this is something I really haven't delved into too much.
Yeah.
But obviously they're sensors, and obviously they're running off of GPS. I don't know what other technologies involved in this, but do you trust GPS that much?
Not really.
Ready here.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's done me wrong before.
here goes.
What?
Stop automatically.
If it's ready, I will press it.
Oh, now now he pressed the autonomous part again.
Because there was nobody there and it would have waited a certain amount of
Stop
time.
it automatically.
I don't hear.
Instruction. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what does happen here? Wait here until green. Okay, he's not in autonomous mode now, I'm guessing. Maybe that's what he was pressing. He was getting it. No? It started driving by itself, so I don't know. I really don't know. The vehicle cannot travel on the wrong side of the road. It must be driven manually through the roadworks, through construction.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So it sounds like it could never fully be.
Well, again,
Yes.
I think this is probably the test phase, honestly. So, all right, guys, real quick. There was a tray here. Did you see it right under the glass right here?
Yeah. Looks like where you would put your figure.
Yeah, but maybe it said this is free. So maybe this is just a bus that, it's built the same as a bus that wouldn't be free, and you put your ticket
Yeah,
or your
I was
money.
wondering about that.
I don't know. Do you guys usually pay with like money
A card?
or a card of some sort, or a
Card.
ticket, paper
Yeah.
ticket, or I guess it depends on where you're at, probably. Buses are so interesting to me because outside of school, I have had very little experience with them.
I've taken like public bus services before.
Where?
When I was at boarding school.
Oh, okay.
Up north.
Yeah.
It was not a very fun experience.
I think the UK definitely has they have a much greater access to buses, bus services in general. And I'm guessing they're probably because they're probably a little more comfortable. They look fairly comfortable, look roomy, and
Yeah, these do.
so is that turning on autonomous or turning it off? Not turn it on, I guess. Yeah.
Honestly, it just seems, at this phase anyway, it seems more like a headache than anything. Like, it seems like it'd be more convenient to just drive it.
Yeah, I mean, because the driver still has to be as aware as he would be if he
Yeah.
was just driving it. But like I said, I think this is, it's the experimentation phase. This is the first one. It's testing in, and they're going to see, You know, they're going to not only have data being collected in this computer system itself about how everything's operating, but they're going to also have the driver himself tell feedback of what was going on as well. Would you travel on this bus?
I mean, yeah.
I would. I would want to do this just for the fun of it. I just think it would be a unique experience just to like...
Just to say you did it.
Yeah. I mean, just you know, if I was in the air, I wouldn't like literally travel like far out of my way to do it. But, you know, this is something I think I'm more into than you, this type of technology and stuff. But again, I am slow to adopt new technology.
We both are.
We are. I'm pretty into computers and stuff like that. I've built my own computers in the past. You know, it's not that it's just I tend to stay back 5 to 7 years on technology. I think because you think of how long I keep a phone, how long I let a computer, you know, have a computer before.
I think that's good.
I do too. I mean, I don't think you need the new technology right when it comes out, but this is something that I think is, like I said, I think that right now it looks like you said, it looks like it'd be more of a headache than anything for the driver.
Right.
For the passengers, I think it would be a fun, unique experience. This is probably just the beginning phases of. You can't just take technology like this and just put it out on the roads and say, all right, there you go, and put a bunch of passengers on without going through the long, tedious process of having that driver there to make sure everything works properly. Probably within the next decade or so, you're going to see trucks on the road that are going to go across the country with no driver. Eventually, because
in that way, I can see it's definitely a benefit because it's safer. Probably that sleep deprivation is a big thing for truck drivers.
Yeah,
at least in the U.S. because they have to travel so far. Yeah, and not only that, but it's bad for your health to drive that much without.
Sure, but the
I can see both sides of it.
Of course, I can too. You can. Technology is always going to have a pro and a con to it. Yeah. But you got to sit there and think an entire industry, driving in general, is about to be disrupted. And maybe it's not going to be tomorrow. Maybe it's not going to be in the next 5 years. But you're telling me with the technology, we're already seeing it come to pass right here. You're telling me in the next 20 years or 30 years, this isn't going to be driving our goods cross country. I just find it hard to believe we're here, 2024. This is the type of thing that literally growing up, it just seemed like it's like just so futuristic to me.
I thought by now we would be in like the hovercraft things like on the Jetsons.
Well, personally, I wish that's where we would go. Like, I think that would be great. Imagine if we all had our own personal hovercrafts, you know, self-driving or not, you know, that we like could not hovercrafts. I mean the sky planes, the little, like, the flying cars, things. The flying cars. Yeah. Like, I do wish we had that, because imagine how easy it would be to get point A to point B. Yeah. No traffic, just flying through the air. I would love to be able to have that going from here to visit my family in North Carolina. That would probably take half the time. But anyway, guys, this is pretty interesting. Let us know in the comments if you've rode on this bus, or if they've since in the last year or so, have they added this into any other areas within the UK. I would be curious to know your experience with autonomous driving in general, and just let us know, you know, do you enjoy it? What also do you guys think is going to happen with this type of technology? How long do you think it's going to be before this truly disrupts, you know, driving in any driving field, whether it's HGV or whether it's driving a bus like this? Yeah. Let us know what you think, guys. But anyway, you got anything you want to add before we go?
I think we've covered it all.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others, and don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything about the UK and Ireland. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Bye.